Right, so full day of eating video today. This is my third attempt at it. Hopefully this time will go alright. The first day I was going to do it on the way to work, but then my car alarm wouldn't stop going off. So kind of had to pack it in then, and then yesterday everything was a mess. I didn't start eating until 3 o'clock, so kind of pointless doing a full day of eating if that's the case. But today I'll bring you through what I eat. So I have no real goal with my diet other than general health and enjoyment, I suppose. But like, I'm not trying to lose weight, not trying to gain weight, more so just trying to feel good. So just as an example, for work I'll probably have to do a bit of running around, so I don't really want much food kind of sitting in my stomach. So usually I won't eat in the morning, but today isn't really a typical day just because we're starting a little bit later than we usually do. So I have a bit of time to get breakfast in. Usually I just have a coffee in the morning and then have food after, but I'll just have something light now just because I have the time and it will be quite late before I get a chance to eat again. So yeah, I'll just show you that now as well. Right, so just a basic scrambled egg and bagel, 4 eggs in here, and then just gonna have some Ballymaloo as well. I don't usually track what I eat, just in terms of calories and macros, but I will today, so I'll try and put it up on the screen somewhere here, if I can. So yeah, this is probably the earliest I've eaten in like 2 years. But yeah, the last few days didn't eat until like 3 or 4 o'clock, so thought I'd try and change that today. Not that there's anything wrong with that really, but I suppose just for a full day of eating, it's kind of pointless starting it at 3 or 4 o'clock. So yeah, as I said, work is a bit later today, so probably won't be maybe 4 o'clock until I get home, and then by the time I cook, it could be 5 o'clock before I actually eat. So yeah, that's it anyways. I'm not going to show me eating because that'd be a bit weird. Alright, so just leaving the house now and just have a coffee for the road. Usually this is all I have in the morning, but yeah, just because we had the extra time I thought I'd have something to eat. Right, so just back in the door from training now. It is just past 3:30. I don't know if you see that. So now, let me just focus. So now, I'm just gonna have something quick because I badly need a shower. Got absolutely soaked there, and we're still not allowed to have showers because of the restrictions. So something quick, shower, and then I'll probably have a bit more substantial meal then. Right, just for those of you who track, I just thought it'd be a good idea to show you probably the best way to track peanut butter or any sauces or anything you use. So starting off, so just placing it on the scales, take the lid off on that, and then zero it. And then now the scales thinks this is 0, so I don't know if you can even see the scale. It's on 0, and then whatever's taken out, it's just going to measure that. So it's probably going to be more accurate this way than if you were to put the bagel on and then measure how much you put on the bagel, just because there'd be a lot left over on the knife, and if you're someone that licks the knife and all that as well, then it can kind of cause discrepancies in tracking it. So yeah, I'll just try not to make a mess here and just do this. So it says minus 36 grams, so that's just what we're gonna put into MyFitnessPal when we're tracking it. Right, so this is what we got. Not the nicest looking meal ever, and to be fair, this meal is probably usually just Nutella on toast, but thought I'd change it up and go for this instead. Oh shit. Oh. Hey. Right, so I don't usually track, as I said, but just for the sake of this, I am going to track everything. So just weighing out these mushrooms, I'm going to zero it and then just throw them on and then weigh this again. So yeah, 156 is what that says. These are already packaged up, so I'm just gonna throw them in and enter the weights that are on the packet already. So 130 grams there. You can see 150 grams, so you can just throw that in there as well. This isn't going to be all for today's dinner. I'll probably just put the rest aside for the next couple of days or whatever. Just going to add a bit of this as well. It's just some honey, just to add a bit of sweetness. I don't actually need it now, but say if I needed to get extra carbohydrates in, usually I just throw this in because it is basically just carbohydrates, and you don't really tell in your dinner. Will just be a little bit sweeter, will add a bit of flavour, but at least it's not going to be like a high volume carbohydrates, because when you need to get a lot of carbs in, it can be quite difficult as well. So yeah, just going to throw it in anyways. Right, so I definitely overestimated how much I was going to need. I do have extras left over for tomorrow, or maybe even the next day. Just I like to do that as well, just because it is a bit of a nuisance sometimes having to cook all that stuff. So if I am cooking, I will cook for like the next day or two as well. Right, so I'm not as full as I thought I would be after that, so I'm going to have a snack in a little while. Usually I'd go for a bagel or toast or something, but I had 2 bagels already today, so don't really want to have that again. Yeah, so it's either going to be cereal or yogurt with some nuts and stuff in it. I'll have a look, see where my protein's at, and then if I think I need more protein, probably go for the yogurt and the nuts. But then if not, if I'm doing alright there, then I'll probably just go for cereal. So this is going to be the last meal. It's Weetabix minis with chocolate chips, and then just going to have some nuts as well, just probably a handful or 2 of those. Yeah, I'll put the calories and stuff on the screen for this meal, and then for the total. Yeah. Right, so that was the time there, and I just thought I'd show my steps there as well, just to kind of give an idea of my sort of activity level throughout the day and what I was eating. Yeah, I'm probably going to stop eating now, just because I started eating a bit earlier. To be fair, usually if I was to start eating at the usual time of like maybe between 1 and 2 o'clock is when I usually start eating. I might end up eating around 10 as well before I go to bed. So I'm just going to leave it there. Hopefully it was somewhat insightful, interesting, maybe not, I don't know, but yeah, I'm just going to leave it there anyways.